What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Again, we're back in the shop. The Rattler is tomorrow, but obviously we are not making that one. But what we are doing is putting that motor back into Heartbreaker. Yeah, we've got that motor. That's the motor that was in the left-hander that we redid. And we went to the 200 and it was leaking water and oil from somewhere, or something was, I don't know what was wrong with it, because we took it back to the engine builder and they couldn't find a leak in it, but
They couldn't find an oil leak.
yeah, they couldn't find an oil leak. But either way, we got it back. We are going to put it into Heartbreaker and try and go test with it sometime between now and the next race at Montgomery. And if that if that goes well, we will race at Montgomery April, something like the second week of April or something like that. So that's what we're up to today. All of our renovations are done, minus, like, we still got to pop the ductwork back in. But everything that we wanted moved is moved. We still got to do some work on the rear end, actually, but all this up here is done. As you can see, we redid our hoops from our old design that's like what's still on the left-hander. Redid that. We already discussed redoing my seat. We got my seat put back in there. Fits a lot better now. Like I said, we're going to do some stuff on the rear end. And then
New spindles.
yeah, we're getting new spindles. Yeah, but that's not renovating necessarily. We didn't have to cut the car up to put new spindles on it. But either way, all the major stuff is done. Like Dad said, we've got some new front end stuff that we're going to put on it, but all the cutting and welding and whatnot is done. So today we will be setting this motor back in there, and changing some of that stuff. We don't have everything yet. We don't have all the control arms and spindles yet, but we'll do that and maybe get the door and the quarter panel back on and whatever else we can get done. So stick around if you would and enjoy a day with us. It was very stormy last night, so it's a perfect day to be in the shop. Nice and rainy outside. Get this done and get a little bit closer to going and testing and seeing if everything we did helped or made it worse or what. So get all this done today and we'll find out. Okay, so we have got the motor in this thing now. Dad just got done running the exhaust. We had to change the exhaust up a little bit on this thing from what it used to be, but like I said, that is done. Motor's in there. Radiator is back in there also. Got all that stuff popped back down. Still got to run some water lines to the overflow tank and all that. Still got to do the trailing arm on the right side, but we're gonna have to wait on Adam to do that, to weld it, and he's sick right now, so I don't know when we'll do that. And we've still got to get the door and quarter back on the left side over there, but hopefully we can do the body stuff by the end of this weekend. Trailing arm I don't know about, but we'll see. Either way, that is going to do it for us today. I know because Dad is drinking. See, a lot of people
Drinking starts, work's done.
Right. A lot of people drink while they work on their race cars. Dad does the opposite. I don't drink. Dad doesn't drink until the work is done on the car. So, with that being said, we will resume tomorrow. Alright, so we have got the trailing arm welded on, as y'all saw. We actually had sent the wrong trailing arm bracket, but what we ended up doing was taking the car that's on the jig right now across the shop. When it was either that one or this. No, it was this one.
Got destroyed.
Yeah, the one on the jig got destroyed, but I think the trailing arm mount I cut off was from that car originally. Either way, we got us a trailing arm mount off a wrecked race car that obviously it wasn't tore up, so got it welded on there, got all the stuff, all the lines and whatnot, water lines, oil lines, run on this motor, and we are getting ready to run it. We swapped ignition boxes on it to see, we're going to do like a little back-to-back and see if the ignition boxes are the same and if they hold time in the same. So yeah, forward progress, attempt number 764 at putting a motor in and it staying there for more than a race. I also don't know what revision number we're on for this race car, but 3, Dad says. Either way, it's done minus putting the body back on it, putting the door and quarter back on it, and setting it up. So we'll be testing here soon. Gonna try and set it up next weekend. I don't know when we'll go test, but yeah, progress. Maybe this time it'll be quicker than the last revision we had on the front clip. Okay, just tested, just got the motor fired finally. After the battery was dead and wouldn't charge, but it did good. Fired up, no leaks, just sitting here, so that's a plus. Both ignition boxes held the same timing, just by no adjustment needed there, so that's good to know. Yeah, pretty good. At least we can. I think last time we tried to fire one in the shop, we had distributor issues or something like that. So either way, it runs. Continue working on it and continue getting closer to go test it. Alright, day whatever of this video, and we are putting the body back on. Shouldn't be too hard since it's already been mounted once and hadn't been tore up. Just kind of throw it back up there and pop it back on. Alright guys, there you have it. One race car ready to go again, minus setup. But at least it looks like a race car again. It's got all the body parts on it. We're going to try and set it up next weekend, and then try and go test sometime between now and whenever that race is, early April. So we made a lot of changes to this thing, a lot of changes on the chassis and front end suspension parts, changing spindles, control arms, where the shocks mount, changing shock package, changing a lot on this car. So definitely hope it works out well. We'll find out when we go test, but like I said, we're very hopeful that all this work results in a big change in how this car handles, and if it'll go a little bit faster, hopefully a lot faster. But with that being said, we're going to end the video here. As always, thanks for watching, and we will catch you in the next one. There'll probably be another shop video between this and the time we go test, but if not, the next video will be testing at the racetrack, so we'll see y'all then.